Okay, okay, folks, welcome back to our emergency revision. We are on question number 12 now, the one I've selected for you. So question number 12 in total is worth 4 marks. Okay, now this is 4 nice and easy marks for you folks in the examination. Please do not lose these 4 marks. Let's have a look what this question means. We have inequalities that says n is greater than or equal to -3 but less than 2. N is an integer, write down all the possible values of n. For this kind of question, I always like to draw a quick number line. So here's my number line. So I'm going to put on there, just mark on there quickly, the numbers -3, -2, -1, okay? Just for a visual reference, so you can easily visualize this question, 1, and let's make the line a bit bigger, 2. Now, if you look at this particular question here, it says n is greater than or equal to -3. So what that signifies is, right, let's go for a -3 is part of our solution. So this has a solid dot. So we go all the way across, it has to be less than 2. We come up to 2, and 2 is not actually part of our answer. So it has I call that an empty circle. Okay. So now this solid means this -3 is part of my answer. This integer -2 is part of my answer, -101. But the 2 here in the question here is not part of the answer. Okay. So let's quickly look at that. Okay. So this 2 is not part of my answer. Let's write down all the numbers which are part of the answer. Let's quickly write them down. So we have here now -3, this one. We have -2, comma, -2, comma, -1, and then 0. And the last one is 1. Okay, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1. Done. Write down all the possible values of n. Take into consideration n is an integer. That's done. Now, next part. 2 marks here. 2 easy marks. Solve the inequality. 5x is less than 2x minus 6. Now, don't get scared when you see an inequality sign, folks. Inequality sign treated like an equal sign for most type of mathematical equations, unless you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number, which we are not doing here. So, let's have a look. I always say start with a smaller x value. Now move that towards a larger one. When you change side, you change sign. So you now have 5x, and your opposite of plus 2x is minus 2x. Copy down the inequality sign again, and copy down the -6. Remember that minus belongs to the 6 and not to the 2x. Now 5x minus 2x, if you simplify this side, that'll give you 3x. And copy the inequality sign down, -6. Nearly there. Now, opposite of multiplying by 3, is to divide by 3. So take it over. So you have now x, copy it down, is less than -6 divided by 3. I'm just going to rewrite that down to make it a little bit more clearer. So -6 divided by 3. Remember, at the moment, we haven't divided or multiplied by any negative number. That was already negative. -6 divided by 3. Inequality stays exactly the same. It'll give you -2. Remember, it's when you divide by a negative or multiply by a negative number that you have to change the sign around. At the moment, this question stays exactly as it is, the inequality sign, and we are finished, and we just need to copy this question answer down here. Okay, end of the question. Okay, folks.